let's get to the discussion because there's a lot to talk about. Chapter starts with a flashback that looks like it wasn't too long ago between Vinjin and Mary Kim. Vinjin basically tells her that Chon Tae-jin is still alive and that Vinjin has sent him his ass whooping in the mail and it should be at his door by the next 2 to 3 business days. And Mary says that he should just give up because she wants to kill him instead. What the fuck? Alright, well, it seems like it wasn't just Finjin, but Mary also started crying when she heard Taejin's name. So this dude must have been the boogeyman of Cheonliang for him to be instilling fear into his enemies' hearts just by hearing his name. And we find out why that is in the next few panels. So Vinjin says that killing Chon Taejin is supposed to be his job, and that's where that flashback meets its end. Then we cut to the actual fight, and we see that Vinjin isn't crying anymore. He's actually being quite chill. Until we see a flashback of Vinjin and Chon Tae-jin fighting back in the old Cheonliang days. Well, huge reveal moment. Apparently Chon Tae-jin didn't kill Vinjin's brother. He killed his sister. Well, in one panel he says he did, and in the next he says he didn't, and then in another one he says he did again. So most people are just theorizing that he actually just caused her death, but he didn't physically stab her or choke her or something. But either way, he was really getting on Vinjin's nerves. Vinjin was practically at his ionization point by now. He then states that his sister perished alone, unaware of what she did wrong. Basically, she killed herself. So then both Vinjin and Chon Tae-jin get this kind of power-up that I like to call riding the motorcycle. In all seriousness, they both just started using Kudo instead of Judo and Karate, and Vinjin was revealed to have dirty hands as well. He killed another girl, meaning they've both killed a girl now, so they're technically saying they're even. Chon Tae-jin gets smacked in the head, absolutely vibrating his spinal cord, altering his posture for the rest of his life. The Allied reach the second basement floor, and the mysterious man mentions that there's a lot of experiments that he hears going down in this floor, but he doesn't know what they're exactly about. And the Allied are met with a real challenge. Bald guy, aka Tae-jin's right-hand man, starts acting like he's the shit, blocking Zack's punches with his elbows and whatever. But this fight was more focused on the Vinjin fight than what was actually happening here. Speaking of the Vinjin fight, we cut back to it, and Vinjin is getting outclassed in every aspect. Durability went to Chon Tae-jin. Grip strength, probably the most important facet in this fight, also goes to Chon Tae-jin. Vinjin gets slammed on the ground so hard that it cuts to a flashback of an entirely different character, Tom Lee, and another huge reveal moment. Apparently back then, the leader wasn't the mastermind of Baekhyun, it was actually Chon Tae-jin, and their business model was actually illegal. But I doubt it was anything like Baekhyun took it from them by force. Cause this dude was the leader of an interminable hell, which is similar to the second affiliate actually, just much more serious. Vinjin gets his face literally squeezed, loses 3 of his teeth, and Chon Tae-jin ends the fight. I don't know if Vinjin's coming back from this, but you best believe I'm not making any more predictions on this matter. So of course, Zack made quick work of Cho Yi-soo, and his dumbass decides to open a random door when he's in a place he doesn't even know about. There could have been a fucking Minecraft redstone trap in there that would have sent an arrow right at his head, killed him right there. However, unfortunately for him, what was waiting behind that door was much worse. Johan Seong. Yeah. Except this time he's in rage mode, according to Jin Young. The injections he gave him put his psyche in a state of fury, to the point that Zack barely had the chance to say his name before getting kicked right in the cranium. Jin Young states that Johan is in the same state as that, which is number 1 or basement Hulk, and many people are theorizing that this fight is gonna go to Zack because since Johan is in this state, he won't be able to remember anything from the abilities he copied, since he can't even distinguish friend from foe. I mean, I don't see this as true, because Johan's main style of combat is boxing, and one of the fighting styles he copied from Tae-hoon actually, a viral hit character, is Taekwondo. And that is the fighting style he used here, even if just for the first 2 moves. He still used it. I mean, I personally think this fight is gonna go the same way Vasco's fight did with Eli, but it could go 2 other ways as well. Zack could either win by extreme difficulty and actually knock Johan out, which would be the more reasonable outcome, or he could lose and we would have a wild Mr. Goddamn on the loose.